Kia ora guys, welcome for a new tip. Today I'm talking about night photos with GoPro HERO6 and then live painting photos, same with GoPro HERO6. Let's say something before. You need some accessory to make your photos at night proper photos or very high quality photos that you can import and edit in post-production. First of all, you need ND filters, so neutral density filters. Which one I'm using? Which filter I'm using? I'm using this line of filter is the PolarPro filter, one of the biggest brand about GoPro accessories and even DJI accessory for drone. The first filter is a ND8, then we go ND16, and then we have ND32. I use them all on my recent travel, and then I have to say they are very good and super quality. I keep every time on this case. It's very smooth. I just stick on my pocket when I go out. I just bring my GoPro and then the filters, because they are very easy to carry and very easy to use. I tried the GoPro photos and live painting several times with the GoPro HERO6, as you can see on my Instagram page, Rodrigo Kid. You can find the link as well in the description. The settings for night picture, they can change. It depends on you and then on the landscape you're gonna shot. Usually that's what I use. I use a sharpness low because of course you can work more in post-production as sharpness, or you can put some fade. Color filter. Sometimes I use GoPro when the colors are quite poor. If there are too bright color, like for example in a city, in this case I use GoPro flat. So it depends the environment usually. So in city I use GoPro flat, and outside usually I use GoPro color. White balance is very different. Sometimes I use auto, sometimes I use 3000K because it's more bluish. For example, when it's too yellow, the portrait, when it's too yellow, I'm gonna shot in 3K. Sometimes I use 5.5K, so it's more yellowish, more native. When, for example, it's more nature landscape, I can use this, but it's more try. It's just a try what suits better your picture. Then for ISO, if it's a city, if it's very bright, if it's moon, you can use 100 to 200. If it's, for example, a night, completely night, and you wanted to photograph star or northern lights, you can set up, you can block it 400 to 400 or 800 to 800. Of course, more is darker is going to be the scene, higher is going to be the ISO. So you can block the ISO at 800 in case it's a very dark night without a moon. The exposure, we need to focus a bit more on the exposure. So basically, if it's a city, if you want to take a shot of the traffic lights, you should put the exposure like around 2 to 5 seconds, because of course the cars are very fast, the movement in the city are very fast, so you don't really need to have a really long exposure. It's different if you take a shot of the nature, in which especially there's no moon. You need to have a long exposure to make the scene brighter. Usually when it's very dark, like just stars or mountains or nature, you got the northern lights as well. So in this case I recommend to go 20 or 30 seconds. Any question? Just comment below, and if you have anything else as well to add, you can just comment on the lines below. It's all for today. Bye bye from London, UK.